here's the reality. There's absolutely no instant gratification in this business. If you don't take anything, if you don't hear anything that I'm saying, hear and internalize that. Yo, what's up guys? This is Adura Sanya from iFlip Academy. Welcome to another episode of iFlip Fridays. So today I want to talk to you guys about, well, real quick, right? So a lot of people email me and kind of reach out to me. And the thing that, common denominator, right, that a lot of people like is, you know, kind of keep it pretty real with you guys. No holds barred. Like, I'm not gonna shoot you the fluff or you know, sell you any smoke like a lot of other guys do. Right? There's already enough of that in the marketplace. So, kind of along that same vein, my whole point, my whole goal, as far as iFlip Academy and, you know, educating and working with folks and kind of making these videos, is really to educate you on the proper ways to do things, educate you just in regards to whether it's strategy, whether it's like mindset, which not a lot of people talk about, but just to set you on the right path. Because there's a lot of you guys out here on the completely wrong path. Completely, like, if the right path is right here, there's a lot of you guys that are like way over there in like the boonies on the super wrong path, right? But that's why I'm here. So what I want to talk about today is consumer versus investor. Consumer versus investor. Now, what does that mean? So when you're starting out, right, you're on this journey, you've yet to do a deal, you're just your average working Joe, right, or working gal, and you've been introduced to this real estate investing thing, and you know, you want to make it happen and so on. But what you have to be aware of is, as of right now, you're a consumer in the marketplace. And what that means is, right, so you're a consumer, you work a job, you get a bi-weekly check. This thought of being an entrepreneur, being a real estate investor, it sounds super cool, but as of right now, you're still on this side of the fence. But here's the thing. I see a lot of people trying to start a business, you know, essentially trying to be an investor, but still have the consumer mindset. And the consumer mindset is this. Here's the interesting thing, right? When you work a job, you have a 9-to-5. One thing, you have a guaranteed check, right? So even if you show up to work, you're like, you're like sleeping on the job, you're halfway performing, you're kind of bullshitting your way through, you're still going to get a check, right? You're still going to get that weekly or bi-weekly check. That's fine in job land, in 9-to-5, cubicle, corporate, whatever land, right? But when it comes to the flip side, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be an investor. I want to flip houses. I want to start a business. If you're approaching it with this same consumer mindset, this kind of half-ass, you know, I'm just going to put in a little bit of work, a little bit of effort, and I'm going to expect something out, you are like, you're wasting your time, essentially. So another thing is instant gratification. There is absolutely no instant gratification when it comes to this real estate investing business, really when it comes to any business. So what I see a lot, right? And let me know if you can relate to this. I see a lot of people, man, Adora, I sent out 500 postcards I spent this bit of money and it's like 2 weeks later, I didn't do any deals, right? I didn't put any properties under contract. This stuff, like, does this stuff work? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the problem is. Like, this is whatever. Here's the reality. There's absolutely no instant gratification in this business. If you don't take anything, if you don't hear anything that I'm saying, hear and internalize that, right? So there's no instant gratification. There's going to be no immediate result in the form of profit, right? In the form of a check like you're used to, right? Remember, at your job, you know, if you're a teacher, you could go to work and kind of, or whatever it is, you could go to work, kind of coast your way through, and you're still going to get that check. But over in investor entrepreneur land, that's not the case. It's really, you eat what you kill kind of concept, where if you're not putting in 100% maximum effort, if you're not marketing, if you're not constantly looking at properties, if you're not constantly working on your business and you're BSing, you're kind of starting, stopping. I'm going to market in June, then I'm not going to market again in September. Then after that, I'm not going to market again until January. And I look at properties like maybe once a month. Consumer mindset doesn't work over here in investor land. But that's an issue that I see plaguing a lot of you guys, putting in eeny beady, like little teeny weeny effort and expecting real life results. You're not going to get them. So what you want to do moving forward, even though it's like, man, I've never done a deal, you know, even though it might feel like you're stretching yourself, even though it might feel like you're working hard, and you don't exactly see the light at the end of the tunnel, you really have to work 100% maximum effort in investor land, or you're never going to be able to make the transition from, all right, I'm working this job, I really don't like this job, the transition that I'm assuming you want to make, which is I'm working this job, I really don't like this job, but I need this job right now. But ultimately what I'm trying to do is ultimately become a full-time real estate investor. But you can't do that carrying the consumer mindset over into investor entrepreneur land. So that's it for this video, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.